Hello, Captain Evil.
Hello.
You must be rested. You pulled out the ballroom gown.
Oh no, I just got a new dress. This one is not a rental. This one is staying in my closet.
It looks good.
Thank you. I went shopping with Mama this
Your
weekend.
earrings are insane?
They're not insane. No, you know what someone... I don't know if you guys saw this comment. Someone commented on one of the podcast clips from last week that they like my ears.
Yeah.
So maybe just a little close up on my ear. Maybe they meant earrings, but it was a
They
guy
probably meant
and
earrings,
he said
yeah.
he liked my ears.
Creepy. He's got an ear fetish. Well, we want to thank Aztec Chevrolet because that commercial was so much fun to record, and we're getting such awesome feedback. I mean, even now, people are like, oh my God, you guys need a sitcom.
Yeah.
Like, so just another big thank you to Aztec Chevrolet.
It's fun that everyone is loving watching it as much as we loved making it.
It was fun, and I just want to thank Aztec Chevrolet for being such a big supporter of ours. And don't forget, guys, if you're going to buy a vehicle, give Aztec Chevrolet a chance. Aztec Chevrolet a chance. They deserve it. They're fantastic people, and thank you. And then, of course, Old Salt Coffee.
Yes.
.com, Trevino 10. Go ahead and order a year's worth subscription.
Yeah.
You're gonna get coffee anyway. So do it up. So it's right here on the screen. Right here. It's right here on the screen. It's right here on the screen. So please. You ever wonder how the weatherman does it?
Oh my gosh.
Like they're just in front of a green screen,
right.
And they're able to be like, right here, we've got a tropical whatever, you know what I mean?
Right.
Anyway.
Right here, Steve Trevino is wrapping his hands around Renae's neck, right? Am I right? Yeah.
Yeah, like right here. Yeah, right here. Well, we're very excited for another podcast. We're both rested.
We are. Steve was very sweet. Delilah is cutting a tooth, her very first tooth. And it's coming through the last couple of nights. So this morning I was like, please just take her so I can sleep a couple hours.
Well, I was unselfish and I gave up my workout pretty much to help you this morning.
Since I've been up the last 2 nights while you were, guess where, you guys? At a casino.
We were not going to talk about that today, but because I lost. I'm
just teasing. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I will tell that story maybe, I think, because it's part of what happened. But we are still continuing, Renae and I, with our physical fitness.
Oh, baby. I'm like stuck.
Renae got this like healthy food service that came in, and it was just garbage. No. And I don't want to say any names.
No, but you liked this one.
No, the new one. That's
okay.
what I'm saying. So
okay.
She got this healthy meal service where they don't send you the meal made. They basically give you all the things you need to make a healthy meal
super easily
for your family.
It's my kind of cooking.
But the first one that came through was just like, and then I feel bad because then Renae's all grumpy and mad because she had to cook, and then
nobody eats it.
Nobody wants it.
So then I have to make something else on top of that when I don't like cooking in the first place.
Like one of the hardest things about parenting, because Garrett's like, gross, it's gross, and I know it's gross.
And I'm looking at you like, pretend you like it.
And Renae's like, no, I made it, and we're gonna eat it. Like she's totally becoming my mom. I made it for everybody, and nobody appreciates you're gonna eat it. Right? So then I'm having to sit there, and it feels like I'm eating warm cardboard.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, come on, Garrett. Like, mom cooked. But this new one,
yeah,
the past couple meals were good.
Yes.
And,
although the problem is I think they're like keto meals, and I'm not actually eating keto. So I think I'm just like piling on the pounds in cheese right now.
So going back several episodes where we were talking about Renae going to Croatia and me feeling like I never have to take her was true. It was all true. And I'm not worried about it. There is no trip to Croatia. But it's been hard. And I've seen how hard you've worked on the bike. I've seen.
Yeah, I kick butt on that bike.
I know you're
You
strong.
guys, if you're on, if you have an Echelon bike, I am Captain Evil on the Echelon.
And we got a need that was helping us out, who we love, and that situation really didn't work out just because of proximity.
Right. Because she's in Laredo. She was awesome though.
But again, here we are. No chairs in the studio. No wall in the background.
Is that what we're going to talk about this episode? road?
No personal trainer that you said you were going to find.
Okay, what are you getting at? Let's let's skip
shit,
it all.
dude.
And what are you getting at?
I'm just talking shit. And because you're in a good mood, too. I can talk shit. Dude, when Renee's rested, she's my favorite Renae because...
I'm a whole new woman when I get a little sleep.
And like I said on stage, if Renae is tired, she's going to treat everybody like shit. She's going to let everybody know.
No, I'm just tired.
Consequences. You let mama sleep. That's why today I was like, oh my God, everybody let her sleep. Just let her sleep. Like we all live in fear. Let her sleep.
You act like I'm like the Princess and the Pea and all I do is sleep all day.
You don't.
No, it's just about can I get a whole night's sleep in?
Look, I would like that too. I drove from San Angelo.
You get it when you're snoring and I'm with Delilah.
And I drove from San Angelo Saturday night to get home at 4 a.m. to then wake up and take your father
to a casino.
No, we went to NASCAR.
And then we went to a casino.
Yeah, so we were able to go to NASCAR, which was really, really cool.
Had you ever been to NASCAR before?
I went to Talladega a long time ago.
Like the movie?
Yes, like the movie. And Pitbull, who is also managed by my managers, has a team at NASCAR.
What does that mean? You have to explain to me what that means.
Well, each team is a business.
Okay.
Right? And
they're sponsors.
They've got to stay relevant. They've got to have a racer that competes. They have to go through the ranks,
right,
to get to NASCAR. Getting to NASCAR as a driver, yes,
okay,
as a driver is a huge deal. But once that driver proves himself, well, now he needs a team, and that team basically funds everything. And they're hoping
the entry fees, the car, the staff,
right?
Right, it's a business.
It's a business. So Pitbull is, and I don't know all the details, the face, if you will, of this deal, and I wanted to go and meet everybody and meet the driver. The driver is actually Daniel Suarez, who is from Mexico.
Oh, cool.
And really, really charming guy. I got to meet him. I got to go. I walked across the track, which was like crazy, into the middle, and then each team has like this little mobile. And I'm gonna put all the video up here soon. You're gonna help me edit like a little video.
Okay.
It's like a little mobile grandstands where the team sits. And they have all these TV screens in front of them.
Yeah.
And we were able to wear the team headset, and listen to them having these conversations.
With the driver.
With the
like
driver.
The driver and the crew?
And it is absolutely amazing how the team works, the way that they are so in sync. So they're doing a pit stop. Okay. They're doing a pit stop. And by the way, he ended up wrecking. But it was so hot out there that the wheels were not doing well. The tires.
Like the rubber's literally like melting, you mean?
Well, it already melts. Like it's those tires, when you see them peeling out and taking off, they're getting the tires hot so they actually stick and grip. Okay. So they're having to deal with 100+ degrees.
Right.
And I hear Daniel on the thing go, my tires are a problem. My tires are a problem.
Yeah.
So then he has to do a pit stop, and to the point where the guy on the radio is like 10, 9, 8, and he's counting down to 1. When he hits 1, the car stops. As soon as he hits 1. Like it is insane. And then the freaking
because they're counting like when they want Daniel to stop.
I don't know how they just time it to where they're letting the pit crew know.
Oh, to know, get ready to run out.
When I say 1, you guys are rolling, right?
Gotcha.
So I filmed a pit stop because I'm right there. And it literally took 10 seconds to change all 4 tires and put gas in it. 10 seconds.
And that's how many dudes? Do you remember?
It was, I want to be the sign guy. There was a sign guy. That's all he had to do. He just held the sign
stop
out.
Sign? What kind of sign?
Yeah, basically like a stop sign that has his team on it. And he comes out with the pole. And I'm like, that's my job. I can be that guy.
You're too slow to be the sign guy.
I'll be the sign guy. Either that or I'll be talking shit over there. They're like, where's the sign guy?
Yes, if there was a talking shit guy, that would be your job. To
I'm
antagonize the other team.
I am already the talking
other drivers.
shit guy.
That's what I mean.
But it was a really, really cool experience to, and I was so bummed because when Daniel ends up getting in a wreck.
Uh-huh.
He gets clipped. And by the way, he's saying, my tires are a problem. My tires are a problem.
Right.
You know, we can't run a race like this. We're like, you know, they go on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad are your tires? He was there a 7.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to spin out. And then sure enough,
what
boom,
a bummer.
He's out. Renae, like the sad zone.
The morale just tanked.
It was so sad because you know, it's it. They're done for the day. That's it. You're gone. Thanks for coming. Nice try. Go to the next race. But they start like shutting everything down. And it went
folding up the tent.
It went from, you know, me meeting the team and them being excited and you know, there was a few people on the team that knew who I was and wanted to talk to me, and we're laughing, we're having a good time, we're talking. The guy Ty, the guy that's in charge of the team, he's hanging out. They've got their main sponsor there. Mm-hmm. We're all hanging out. We're all talking. Everybody's having a good time. It's a party scene and a party feel.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, nobody wants to talk to each other. Nobody's talking. Right.
It's like the adrenaline crash.
And it was so heartbreaking. Right.
Oh.
Like, and you know how hard people work to get somewhere. Right.
Right.
And you know that there is
so many people invested in it.
Oh my gosh, and hours of training and hours of working and hours of preparing your team and you know, all the people that are on the team, right, which is probably 100 maybe, you know.
Really? That many people? Wow.
Well, I mean, I would assume so with mechanics, with crew, with the crew chief, with the driver, with you know, I mean, think about it. They're pulling in an 18-wheeler. So now you have 18-wheeler drivers. You have, right? So I would assume quite a bit of people that are on board on winning.
Yeah.
And he didn't even get to compete. Like, it was sad. Like, you could just feel.
I mean, how many laps around did he get before the car like crashed?
It was like he was already like almost through the first race, which was supposed to be 20 laps. Uh-huh. And he gets clipped. And I mean, everybody just started like.
So they do multiple races throughout the day. It's not just
that one they do. It was like a qualifier, but dude, it was heartbreaking. Like the radio went silent.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it was just from this high to let's go get him.
And he was okay. We haven't like said that. I mean,
he's great. No, he's fine.
So it wasn't like a major accident.
Yeah, it wasn't like, you know, but a lot of cars were wrecking and spinning out on this race.
And they'll repair them and prep for the next race.
They'll probably give him another car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have several cars ready to go. Then they'll salvage what they can off that car to then put that one back into
the rotation.
But I just want to thank Trackhouse, Daniel, and the team for having me out there, letting me hang out. I mean, it was just
your photos. You were right there.
Oh my gosh! I mean, it was. You know, I like NASCAR, and I check in on it, but I'm not like, I have to watch NASCAR, you know. But I check in on it. I know the drivers. And then I see Kurt Busch, who I interviewed.
Oh, that's right. On Sports, Marriage, and Comedy.
Yeah. And
he was there?
Well, he happened to be walking this way. I'm walking that way. And he's like, hey, funny guy. And I go, hey, car guy, you know. And we had a little moment, you know. But he was also getting ready to race, you know.
Mode,
so he came and shook my hand. And he goes, hey, if you and your friend want to sit at our team, he's like, feel free to come by.
Oh, cool.
You know, and I was like, bitch, I got my own team. Your team. I got a team, dog. I'm 99, bro. So it was a really cool experience. And then 30 minutes away is WinStar Casino. So.
Wait. I was gonna ask you, I'm curious, what was it like in the stands? The crowds and COVID and all of that? How was that?
Well, we ended up having to leave early because it really felt like wah, 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 like time to go. You know. But it was really, I mean, the energy was great. The problem was that it was 100 degrees outside, clear skies, no wind.
Yeah.
So it was pretty painful to sit
on that pavement.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And it was interesting because we walked out and there was the side that was in the sun, and then there was the shade side. Well, walking through the sun side and all the vendors, it's empty completely. And then to get out, we had to walk through the shade side. And then it was like, oh, there's all the people. Like everybody was just slammed in the shade trying to get out. And a little 6 or 7-year-old ended up having a heat stroke next to your dad.
There at the track?
At the track. And they had to get the kid in the shade and put the white towel, ice towels on him, you know. But it was a wonderful experience. I mean,
it's cool.
I hope to get to do it again. Your dad actually is not a NASCAR at all guy. Loved it.
I was gonna say, I'm glad Dad got to do that with you. How cool!
And then we got to go to the casino together. Me and your dad. We played for 7 hours.
Daddy Raymond and Steve Trevino at the casino.
We played for 7 hours. However, we all lost, but not crazy.
Yeah.
So it was a really good night. And then, of course, I wake up. Well, let's go back. So I was in San Angelo Saturday. Thank you to all the people that came out from San Angelo. Thank you.
Yeah.
And then I got back, and I had to hurry back Monday because I got to do an interview with Terry Crews.
Why is
because Terry Crews does that all the time?
Oh, does he?
Yeah, and then during the interview, there's a surprise. I take my shirt off, but
did you really?
Yes, of course. And that was.
Did he take his off? That's the question.
I was hoping. I was like, if I'm gonna get anybody to take their shirt off, but his wife Rebecca has a music video out.
And she's a singer.
She's a singer, and I really was happy that I got to meet them.
Yeah. Well, he dress up like a pimp in the music video or something? He makes it appearance?
He plays like a cheese ball, slimy record producer type.
Oh, gotcha.
Right?
Okay.
But just, them as a couple was really inspiring.
Yeah.
And it really was very similar to our path.
How so?
She was in college studying musical theater and theater.
Oh, cool.
When she met Terry. Terry then they get together.
Yeah.
And they meet at church, and then they move to LA together with nothing. And she puts her career on the sideline to raise babies and to give
support
Terry
him through the NFL.
Through the NFL, and then after the NFL, support him on trying to get an acting career going.
Wow.
I had no idea that he was in the movie Training Day.
Who is he in Training Day?
I don't know. I got to look for him.
Oh, we got to go back and watch now.
But he was explaining that it was a lot in the beginning. It was, thug number 1, gangster number 2,
Yeah.
Stuff like that. And then, her being this very confident, strong woman, talking to her, you can really tell. She reminds me a lot of you that she was able to keep the marriage together, right? And I think ultimately women don't get the credit they deserve when we've talked about it, when they stay at home as stay-at-home parents or wives, they don't get the credit they deserve. I mean, here's this woman who sacrificed making sure that the kids got taken care of. And she was like, look, we had no money.
Yeah.
She's like, Terry didn't make money in the NFL. He was not a highly paid NFL player.
Yeah.
We were broke, living in LA, trying to get things going.
Right.
She was in
a place that's so expensive to live
and I knew
raise
that
children.
Because of the NFL, he was the hot commodity at the moment. She's like, I'll take a step back, support his career.
Right.
And in the meantime, because she's a musician, she's at church running the choir at church. Right?
Yeah.
So it was just really cool so like me and you, where, you're also in the business. You were also going for being an actor.
Yeah.
Me and you found ourselves with this path that was a together path.
Yeah.
Versus your path, my path. But a lot of that was out of necessity. A lot of that was because you are a strong enough woman to go, hey, I see where our family's going.
Right.
And I'm willing to jump on that path.
Yeah.
But, now, like her, you do your commercial auditions. You do commercials.
Yeah.
You now help Rick and Gigi produce, right? So, it was just really cool. And she goes by an alias. Will you look that up, Rick? Do you know what the alias is?
I think in the video she goes by an alias, right? Or is it for all her singing?
For her singing.
Okay.
Well, and then she wanted to do that because she didn't want it to be, oh, this is Terry Cruz's wife.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They wanted it to be kind of her own thing,
right.
And I told her, and my question to her was, it must feel good to be able to do your own stuff without stressing about, I have to make it.
Oh, just like the creative freedom to make what she wants to make and not.
Right. Because, Terry does very well.
Yeah.
He's the host at AGT.
Oh, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. I don't know her response to that, but my head goes to it doesn't matter. You still want to, creative freedom is great, but then you still have those eyeballs. You still want to do well no matter what.
Yeah, yes. But there's, for example, if you tomorrow score a TV show gig where you're making crazy amounts of money. Right. Then that in turn takes the pressure off of me to be the breadwinner, and I would be much more comfortable on stage, right? There'd be some anxiety taken off of my plate, right?
Because you wouldn't be worried about selling tickets. Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm not worried about. Oh my God, I got to come up with another hour of material.
Oh, right? I see what you're saying.
Oh my gosh, I got to get ready for that next special.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I got to make sure. Right. And not that I wouldn't do those things.
Right.
I would still do those things. There'd be a sense of relief of, okay,
it'll happen as it happens.
Right. If I don't put out another special in 2 years or a year from now, I'm okay.
Right.
Right. We're paying the bills. I get to walk on stage and be creatively happy.
Yeah.
As opposed to feeling like there's a deadline.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I gotta get. Because
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
I am concerned, right? I want people, when I have people come to my shows and say, this is the fourth time I've seen you, my goal every time somebody sees me is that they see something new.
Right. To always offer them same material.
Right.
When you go back to a market the next year, you want new stuff. Yeah.
And maybe not all of it, and I don't think that people understand
that pressure,
how hard it is to write material.
Yeah.
Right. It's very, very difficult.
Yeah.
To write, so much so that there are several very successful comedians who have been doing the same act for the past 10 years. They haven't changed their act one bit, and they're still selling tickets.
Yeah.
People still go and see it.
Well, it's like a musician. Some people still want to see the greatest hits. Like, you don't go to a I was going to say Prince, but he's gone. But you don't go to a concert of someone without. You still want to hear their greatest jokes, their greatest hits.
Yes, but also, if you're that comedian, I'm not that comedian.
Right.
Right? Life goes on.
Yes.
I'm delivering the next chapter in our life.
Yeah.
Right? The next argument in our life. The next stage in our life. Right? So that I'm telling these stories about what's happening now, which is why I think the podcast is such a valuable place for us, so that we can continue to catch people up on our lives without the pressure of, it has to be hilarious.
It has to be in the form of a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
If you want to see that, then come to
the live show,
the live stand-up show.
Yeah.
Right. If you want to see my wife and I talk about life.
Yeah.
And what's happening with us, this is the place to do it.
Yeah.
Right. So, I'm excited about that. That interview will be coming out soon. Mm-hmm. And I'm very excited about it. Poor Rick, just more work. I was laughing today because, the more I get to know Rick and I realize how much you and Rick are the same.
Yeah.
Right. You and Rick are very similar. And Rick said something today that I almost fell out of my seat laughing. Rick goes, gosh, I just wish I could control it. Right.
Oh, the computer.
Yes, and I felt it. I felt his you. I need to handle it. I I need to do it?
Oh, because we have. I had to plug in the mouse to something else so that I could control.
Yeah,
the
so that
computer
he gave
screen
control
from
to
here,
you.
and he had to walk me through what to.
And if he was a cartoon, you would see like
Steam
smoke and steam
coming out of his ears.
Like, I just want to control it. I have to control it. But again,
But that's me.
yes. But it's so interesting to me
And maybe
because
that's why he's Team Captain Evil.
well, everybody's
just
Team
doesn't
Captain
tell you.
Evil. Everybody says Team Captain Evil, but it's so interesting to me that you and Rick are very hardworking, successful people. Y'all get things right? But there's a sense for both of you of like,
Except when it comes to hitting record on the cameras, apparently. Yeah. We are recording this one.
Yes, thank God. We better with your fancy schmancy dress.
Right?
So,
yeah.
Delilah cuts a tooth.
Delilah's cutting a tooth, her first tooth. Yeah, which means the nights are rough, but that's okay. I got to sleep in. So it was good. And you know what was so fun? I know we talked about it last week, but we actually did the comedy bingo. We're done raising money for LLS. The 10 weeks is up. But we just want to say thank you to everyone who donated and helped us raise money for that. The comedy bingo turned out to be a lot of fun. I feel like we got to find another way to do that again.
I'm going to approach this subject very delicately because, of course I want to help. Of course we're raising money.
Yes.
And we'll get to the comedy bingo. I had a great time doing it. I didn't think I was. I didn't know how it was going to go down.
Yeah.
But I had a great time doing it.
It was fun to see everyone's faces. It was a private Zoom, and you could see everyone playing, and they could chime in and ask us questions, and we could respond.
I was just really bummed because Michael Chester, very good friend of mine, and Audra Chester, their boys play on the Sinton Pirate baseball team, and they advanced to the state tournament to win state. Now, one of the things that me and my dad have in common is we love to go watch baseball.
Your love of baseball.
Right? So when I see that they're going to state here right next to us in Austin, I'm like, oh, I got to get tickets because I'll go. I can go. It's a Wednesday evening.
Yeah.
So I buy the tickets right away, and I'm thinking to myself, oh, man. As soon as I bought them, I called Dad, and I go, hey, Dad, I got tickets to the game. And he's like, hell yeah, man, I'm in. And we'll take Garrett. And it'll be an awesome deal.
Yeah.
Then your dad was like, I'll go with your dad.
I know that my dad called and he was like, I want to go too.
And
then he was like, I'll take Garrett.
Right. And then we were all going to go. So I'm all excited about it. So then I let you know. Then you're like, Steve, that is comedy bingo.
Which we had already moved once because we were going to the Rangers game and you were going to be in Dallas for the golf tournament for Helicopters for Heroes. And so we had already moved bingo once.
I was so bummed.
Yes.
And I was just grumpy and bummed about it because I don't get days off anymore. There's not a day. There is no.
Well, work is just so weaved into everything, right?
Yes.
And you're moving so much.
Well, and I'm obligated to be places all the time.
Right.
Right. We need you for the podcast. Okay. We need that hour from you.
Yes.
You got it. Okay. I'll give you the hour. Right. Oh, hey, you're doing comedy bingo to raise money for LLS. We need that hour from you. But now you have to miss the baseball game.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, you've got a Zoom call to do an interview. You've got another Zoom call for a meeting. You've got another Zoom call for things that are going on. So it was a feeling of for me of being like, oh crap, man, like I just want to go to the game with my dad. It's one of the reasons we moved back to Texas so that we can
do stuff like that.
And then you reminded me, hey, we have to do this comedy bingo. So not only was I thinking, okay, it's gonna be a disaster, right? It's gonna be miserable. It's gonna be a disaster.
Mess, yeah.
And then I'm thinking, crap, I'm gonna have to do this instead of be with my dad.
Yeah.
Right. But it turned out to be really freaking cool. Yeah. I don't know exactly how much we raised in that 45 minutes that we did, but it was a lot. Yeah. And we had about 20 people
More than that.
Was it more than
Yeah,
that?
there was more than that. And people bought multiple cards. So they were like, I think there was one girl who was playing a bunch of cards because she was like, slow down, you're calling the numbers too fast. But there was like a daughter and a mom playing together, and there were husband and wives playing together, and we saw familiar faces.
It was really cool, and I'm again flattered that people care enough to donate and join us, right?
Yeah.
Which made me excited for. Like, I feel like we should have a situation here where maybe it's not for charity, right? So that people don't have to spend money. But we chime everybody in like that and play. Now, the other cool thing...
And we show them up on the screen,
yeah,
right?
we show them up on the screen, do something cool.
The cameras can get their faces too and see them too.
And then it was great to see Chris and Evelyn. And, of course, Cindy and Jimbo. But, Chris and Evelyn... I've known my entire career.
They co-hosted with us.
Yeah, they co-hosted with us. She is a huge radio personality out of the Inland Empire, they call it.
In
California. Her husband's also a producer and radio guy.
And he's got a podcast too, I think.
He's got a podcast. So it was great to have them on. And I really think that we should have them on the podcast because they're a lot of fun.
Yes. Yeah.
And
they worked together, and they met at work or something, didn't they? We'll have to get them on and tell their story.
Yeah, they met through
the radio
stations because she's on one, he's on another.
Yeah.
So it was just really cool to play the bingo, have fun.
Yes. Oh, and you know what I thought was so sweet? I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of episodes ago, Steve handed over his phone and he let me read the comments from, is it Risa? I'm so sorry. I always mispronounce her name.
Your guess is as good as mine.
I think it's Risa. Anyway, she was wearing her Captain Evil shirt during chemotherapy, and they sent us a picture, and they were on the bingo playing with us, and I recognized their faces right away. They were so sweet. They were playing together, and she won. She was the first bingo winner, and one of the prizes was a Chick-fil-A gift card.
And then he says...
Yes, and then he said that was so perfect for them because... after chemo, they go on a Chick-fil-A date. That's like their thing. Their Chick-fil-A date.
And again, when we have people like that, who we just get to know them.
Yeah.
Through social media, through the things that we're doing.
You're just so grateful to have been a part of that, and it feels like that hour was really worth it.
Right. And not only that, it's like, I am invested in her future, right? I want to hear how she's doing. I want to see how they're doing as a couple.
And everyone on the bingo was happy to put a name with the face too, and everyone kind of cheered and clapped for her and encouraged her to stay strong.
Yeah, no, it was definitely really cool, and we just we care about all of you so much, and it really is becoming this huge family.
Yeah.
Right? Of people that we continue to run into, we continue to say hello to, right?
Yeah.
All kinds of...
Anyway, I think the whole point of that is that we had a lot of fun, and we want to find more ways to get people involved, to be interactive with you guys on the podcast.
So that was good. And then this week, I'm very, very excited because I'm going to Loretta Lynn's ranch.
Yes.
To host an event.
Yeah.
And my dad's going. We worked it out, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. That was the episode that we didn't talk about.
The episode that we fought so bad we canned it,
and then we came back and we had a great conversation about it.
And we didn't record it.
And then we canned that one.
Someone posted in the comments, they were like, because don't, and I had completely forgotten about it, that we have a bunch of episodes from the beginning that we filmed before COVID happened. Remember? Yeah. And then COVID happened, and it just felt so weird to release those episodes. So we canned them, and someone was like, I want clips from those canned episodes.
Well, here's since we're both in a better mood, I hope we can get through this. We only have a few minutes to get through this.
Okay.
So our big fight on the episode that got canned that we were talking about was Renae decided that she was going to go to her friend's wedding on Father's Day.
Yes.
And our big fight was about the fact that there was lack of communication, and that Renae assumed...
Choose your words wisely, Steve Trevino. Choose your words wisely.
That because I am who I am, that she can do whatever she wants and go to... Look
at Rick's face because Rick knows those episodes.
Go to
Rick's just shaking his head at you.
And we got into it over the fact that.
Oh, you're lucky I'm in a good mood and I had a lot
Father's
of food.
Day, Captain Evil is not going to be with her husband for Father's Day. She is going to be at a wedding. And all I'm saying is that, number one, who's the person that picks Father's Day for a wedding, even though we love you? Number one. Number two, had I left for a wedding on Mother's Day, I cannot imagine the problems that we would have had. So that was what the big fight was over. Okay. So we worked it out and we came to a compromise.
Poor Rick. Rick's poor face. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
Rick's like, oh God, what do I have to edit? They're going to screw this up.
What are you really thinking?
I asked a question. I didn't know you guys already were kind of in fight mode. I asked a question. The podcast was going fine. I asked a question and then it took a hard right turn.
Yeah, and it went bad. And it went
So you felt kind of responsible.
Yeah, so it was your fault. Did we figure out Rebecca's alias?
It's just on iTunes and Spotify. It's just Rebecca Cruz.
Oh, okay, got you. So Rebecca Cruz, check her stuff out. She's amazing, and more than that, wonderful people.
They're from Michigan. Of course, they're wonderful.
Yeah, they're from Michigan,
Rick's home state,
where Rick's homies are from. But they are, Rick. They're really wonderful people, and we joked about how, between the two of us, we know a lot of celebrities.
Right.
However, most of them aren't married.
Yeah.
And when you're married, you just hang out with other married couples who have the same values.
Right.
And they were like, hey, we're in the same boat. We don't have many friends. We're the most normal people in Hollywood. And I'm like, well, Renae and I like to say that too,
Yeah.
So it was really cool. They were both just amazing to talk to. And I can't wait for you guys to check that out. But I'm very excited. And even though I'm not going to be with my wife for Father's Day, I will be with my kids. And that's what makes me happy.
Oh, we're going back to that.
And you should have found a better place to hide my gift because your dad stench was coming out of the patchouli smell.
Oh, it's gotten really bad.
Oh my gosh, dude. He wears this patchouli cologne.
We've talked about it.
So much so that somebody at the freaking show.
At NASCAR?
No, at the show that we did My Life in Quarantine, they sent us a message. They go, we knew who your father-in-law was because we smelt him. Like they smelt him and they knew what he smelt like.
Yeah.
So anyway, I walk into the room to Febreze your dad out, and I saw my gift. You need a better place to hide things.
You saw your Father's Day gift.
I just looked at it very quickly, and I was like, damn it. Like,
wah, wah, wah.
Well, why would you hide it in plain sight in the guest room?
Well, because you usually don't ever go in there. That's why I hid it in the guest room.
I'm the only one that cleans. After
you go
people
everywhere
leave,
else.
you don't think I'm going to go in there
true.
and change sheets like I do? I'm the maid, bro.
No. Don't let him fool you.
Oh, my God,
Don't
dude.
let
And
him fool
then,
you.
Rick, listen to this. Hold on. I got to throw a shout out, too. I got to make sure I get the. Oh, here it is. Okay. Dude, listen to this, Rick. So, Daddy Raymond, as soon we're an hour after we left, and he goes, hey, guys, I lost my phone. I left my phone back there. And me and the guys were like, oh, my God, dude.
Well, you left from home.
When we left from here
to
go
drive
to NASCAR, an hour into it, he goes, I left my phone behind. And me and all the guys were like, oh, my God, Daddy Raymond, teach us your way. Like, how are you able to just be like, fuck it, I'm leaving my phone behind, right? So then he tells me, well, tell Renae and Mary, Mama Mia, that they can call you if they need me. Rick, I've never been more annoyed in my life. Dude, I call Renae, she doesn't answer ever. Ever. I would say 90% of the time that I call Renae, I'm not getting an answer.
Because I'm holding a baby and women don't have pockets. Like this does not have pockets. So today when I'm doing stuff with the kiddos, my phone is going to be someplace. And Rick knows this because poor Rick was trying to text me stuff about cards today. But if I'm upstairs with Delilah and I don't have pockets, sometimes my phone is downstairs in the kitchen.
This is perfect.
Why?
Because every time her dad called her from my phone, she fucking answered.
No.
Every time.
No.
Dude, every time after I let her know your dad's gonna have to communicate through my phone. Every time I called, she answered.
Okay, that was
Hi,
just
Daddy.
No,
what do you
that
need,
was
Daddy?
coincidental.
Dad, what do you need? Dad, what? I'm here, Dad. I don't miss your call, Dad. Dad, you have business? I'll take care of it, Dad. Right here, Dad. Dude, it was so infuriating. Dude, I'm sitting there driving, and I'm just like, are you freaking kidding me right now?
Smoke's coming out of your ears?
Smoke is coming out of my ears because I'm like, are you serious? Her dad needs her to answer the phone, and all of a sudden, every call, yes, Daddy. What is it, Dad? Yes, Mom's right here, Dad. Let me take care of it, Dad. You got it. Dude, it wouldn't even ring. Dad? Yes, Dad? Like, dude, it was unbelievable. Dad, I'm here at your service. I think she said that at one point. Did I call? Yes, Father, I'm here at your service. What do you need?
Yes, Mr. Smith, how can I help you?
Bro, it was insanely annoying. And I'm so glad that she immediately was like, well, I'm busy. Well, I don't have pockets. Well, I just can't answer the phone. Oh, Daddy Raymond needs phone calls. Yeah, Father. Yes, Father. I'm here for you, Father.
That was purely coincidental.
You want me to do what? You want me to change the tire on your truck? I'll be out there in a minute, Dad. I'm going to take care of it for you.
Shut your mouth.
Unbelievable.
Shut your mouth.
All right. Okay, so.
What is this? You want to read something?
We have a little boy fighting leukemia.
Yes.
And they reached out and asked us to do a shout out.
Okay.
They call him Colt 45. So big shout out to Colt Matz. And he is from Portville, New York. Colt, keep fighting, baby. We love you. You're an amazing, amazing, amazing person. And we are here for you, my friend. And stay strong. So Colt 45, big shout out from me and my wife. And we just want you to know that so many people are rooting for you. So many people are praying for you. And I want to tell you, the positive energy and you staying positive is the best thing you can do. So thank you, Colt. I hope to get to meet you very soon. So that's for Colt.
Yeah.
Matt's in Portville, New York. Big shout out, my friend. And I know other people have reached out for shout outs, and I apologize that I can't get to all of them because there's just so many.
Yeah.
So we just want to thank you guys for being a part of our lives and joining us here weekly. Captain Evil, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
As always.
Thank you.
She did do her hair the other day.
Oh, I went to the hairdresser. I came in and Steve's like, did you do anything? What'd you do? I don't even see it.
No, the best part is she goes, San Angelo, we ended up having to cancel the show on Friday. And then Friday morning, I'm like, where are you going? Like, she was just going. She goes, I'm going to get my hair done. And I was like, oh, I guess you do find time for yourself. Yeah, well, you were supposed to be gone. You weren't supposed to be here.
I do. I schedule my stuff around
while
when
I'm
you're
gone, when we argue, she tends to leave out all the shit she does.
Listen, while you're at the casino, I'm at the hairdresser.
Quality time with your dad. Quality time with Daddy Raymond. That is all for us.
Actually, I know you don't like surprises, but Sunday is Father's Day. Look at the way he's looking at me. So I do have a little surprise for you. You already saw your gift, but let me...
The whole time I'm like, why is that box there? The whole time.
You saw it?
That's the gift I saw.
This is your gift. And you can't see it, but on the lid it says, work hard and never quit, because that's what you always tell Garrett. And hang on.
Dude, she knows I love, dude, the Reese's peanut butter cups. Rick, I put them in the fridge and they're the most.
Come around this way, buddy. Your cigars fell out. Come around this side, my love. Here.
Garrett. And you know Mom's just trying to make me look bad because Mother's Day we didn't do any of this.
But here you go, love. We know you're all about hard work. So a card that talks about hard work. And then...
Look at Delilah's little foot. Look how big Garrett's foot has gotten. My gosh.
Here, go stand over there by Daddy. Garrett has something he wants to do for you.
Okay, let me hear it.
Okay? He's got a song he wants to sing for you.
I don't think we can play the song on the...
through town, just my boy and me, with a Happy Meal and his booster seat. Knowing that he couldn't have the tour till his nuggets were gone. A green traffic light turned straight to red. I hit my brakes and mumbled under my breath. His fries went a-flying and his arm strength covered his lap. And my 4-year-old said a 4-letter word. It started with S, and I was concerned. I said, son, now where'd you learn to talk like that? He said, I've been watching you, Dad ain't that cool. I'm your buckaroo, I wanna be like you and eat all my food and grow as tall as you are.
Taller.
More birds and camel pants. And we're just like Aunt we Dad. Went on to do everything you do. I've been watching you.
Anyway, baby, even though I won't be with you on Father's Day, Garrett really wanted to make it up to you. We love you, baby.
I love you so much, son. Thank you for that.
Happy Father's Day.
So good. I love you.
He wanted to wear a tank top like you. He wanted to be just like his daddy.
Yeah, boy. I love you, Garrett. Thank you, guys.
That's it, sir.
Well, I'm a little overwhelmed. Did you take my own cigars out and put them in a bag?
No! They accidentally had them in the humidor and you weren't supposed to see them and you saw them. Well, we got you some nice fancy cigars.
Well, these are the Tim
I think
Montana
they're
ones.
fancy.
You got them from there.
No! We went to the cigar shop and got
You
you
didn't buy the
cigars.
Tim Montana one at the cigar shop?
Oh, well, then it's the wrong one. Sorry.
But I've been looking for that cigar. I was trying to... I was going to take it to the casino.
No, I hid the cigars and I guess I don't. I can't remember where I hid them. So there's...
Renae, this
There's
is
more cigars.
it's over and above. Thank you so much. And I love you.
Love you.
Thank you so much. I am a little overwhelmed and a little bit emotional because, you know, I was listening to that song the other day, as you know, and I was
Yes.
like, man, you know, that's mine and Garrett's song for sure. You know,
He's going to have to sing the whole thing for you because he's been practicing it for weeks.
he's so good, that kid. And where did you get this?
Cindy made that. Coffee Core Creations, my girlfriend down the street, she made that for you. But she put it on the top of the box and then she made you an extra one so you can stick it anywhere you'd like, since you always say that.
Yep. Work hard and never quit. It's changed my life. And I hope that people hear it too, because, you know, I may not have much talent, but I do work hard and I will never quit. I love you guys. Thank you.
Love you.